So get ready with me as I learn to apply makeup and tell you my story. Why it took me so long to tell my parents that I was divorced. Yeah, it's hard. Hey. So I think if you're an African girl, you can relate to this. You understand where I'm coming from. So we stayed together, for about 6, 7 years. But I think we're together with this guy for over a decade plus. Okay. So the guy paid the bride price really well. But then there's this African, it's the cultural thing that once you get married, telling your parents or society knowing that you're not divorced, it doesn't sound right. So already you know within yourself that when you go there, it's like it's a no return policy. Okay. That's how it is. I think you guys who are Africans, you can relate to this. That's exactly how it feels like. You're not allowed to return. You know, you're going there. You're like you're going to war, or whether you're going to maybe you have to come back dead. I don't know. That's the impression. You know, that's the in the some African cultures. I know there are some cultures like Sudan and other countries where when you get married to someone, you're not allowed to come back. If you come back, you have to pay back the bride price. I think Sudan, if I'm not mistaken, and other countries as well. And it's exactly how I felt. You know, I didn't know how to tell my parents. It took me 6 years. I told them that I'm divorced. So it shows you how long it took me to actually recover from the divorce. You know, so if you because I just didn't know how to say it. It was hard. And then my mom used to call asking, "How is he?" I'll just say he's fine. I'll say he's fine. But he wasn't there. He'd long gone. He had long gone, but I just kept on asking myself, what's the right time? Even my siblings, I don't think they knew. I never told anybody. I just went through um, recovery and just knowing on my own that this is the end of it. I never got the chance to tell anyone until I was sure that now I can talk about it. Yeah, that's when I started telling people that, he's no longer there. He's gone. And people were shocked that I would be telling them, oh, it's long gone. And they're like, why didn't you tell us? Why do I have to tell people? Why do people expect me to be telling them that that relationship didn't work, guys? The husband is gone. It's something that you have to. It takes a long time to actually get to actually accept it. Okay, to accept it. But in my situation, I was done. I didn't want him back. Even if he had said he wanted to come back, I don't think I was going to accept him, considering the abuse that I was going through. I had already made up my mind that, what, if there is this guy comes back, not here, I'm not going to allow him. He's gone. Fine. That's that's that. In my case, this man was quite abusive in the sense that he would say, I want my bride price. I want my lobola. The reason being I wasn't able to conceive. That was the reason. Which means that I was sold. You feel like as an African girl, you're being sold to a family so that you can produce children for them. There's no love in it. There is no love whatsoever. That's how exactly I felt. I felt like I was sold to this family so that I will help the family grow. But then because I'm not able to, they want their money back. But remember, you are there, you are a wife, you are helping everything, you're buying things, you are developing. Why do men think that they should get their money back? What about all those things that you're doing right there? The services you're providing. Huh? The services you're providing. Guys. That's the part that I don't like about being an African girl. I know it's culture, but most men, they don't have love at all. No, all those big weddings, they're just there to say, yeah, we're bringing you someone who can have children for you guys. And you were saying, I want the money back. I want the money back because I've paid. Is that the right way, guys? What I'm doing? As I told you, I'm learning. I don't want it to be too much. I just want it to be just uh, just enough, not too. I think I could do it or something like that. Under my, I don't want too much makeup. I'm not a makeup girly, but I just want to learn to apply. She's little, just to keep me pretty. So my ex wanted his money back. I was like, dude, I helped you pay your studies. I was abused by your family financially. Don't you still want your Lobola back? Hmm? What's that about? So, to be honest with you, our parents don't like us to be abused. They don't want us to be abused by our husbands. Later on, when I told my dad that what happened, he went mad. He was like, why did you stay that long if he was abusing you like that? That's when I realized that African parents don't want us to be abused by these men. Yes, he said, why did you stay that long if he was abusing you like that? Why? You shouldn't have stayed. Yes, that's what he said. Because I told him everything, the reasons why I left, why he went, and all that, and the challenges that I faced. And he was like, I could see that he was so disappointed and he was quite hurt with my story. It really hurt him. And then he said, you shouldn't have stayed that long. You should have told me. And then I realized that our parents really they don't want us to be abused in these relationships. They don't want us to be abused. But we just think if I come home, my parents may not like it. But it's not true. No, this thing, I use it for my hairline. My hairline is gone, right? So I try to cover up. So that it doesn't become so obvious. So I go in with my toothbrush that only does that just to blend it in. Not too bad. Then I'll comb it through my afro. My afro hair. So my dad was like, no, 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 you shouldn't have stayed that long. If that man was abusing you that much, honestly, I wouldn't want my daughter to be abused like that. I said, oh, thank you, daddy. Thank you. I thought I was going to be questioned. Why? But he said, you should have come home back, long back then. There was no reason for that. It doesn't matter that he paid all that, we're happy with it. But if he was abusing you, then that was not a good sign. Yeah, that was not a good sign. And I remember the day when that man paid the bride price. Uh, my dad didn't want him to have like outstanding balance. No, he said to him, "I want my daughter to be happy. That's all I want. Not about the money. So whatever you have today, that's it." That's why he had quite a lot of money there. He said, "That's it. You don't owe me anything. I just want you to look after her." That's what he said, and that was a very good thing to hear my dad saying that. It was really, really good. But unfortunately, it didn't work. I was just thinking, my God, with all that, how do I tell my parents that this marriage has ended? But yeah, it did end. I was abused I couldn't conceive. It's hard. And because of Lobola, I'll be thinking, I just have to persevere because my parents were paid quite a lot of money. But that's not the whole thing. That's not the idea. Love should be binding us, not all these other things. Guys, you think about my makeup. There's no serious contouring, it's just the oops. It's just the just tiny bits of foundation and that's it. No contours, no concealer. I didn't put all that because I don't have time. Rushing to do something. So I'll learn again to do concealer because I think it's a job on its own, learning to blend it and all that. Yeah, so here it goes. This and my makeup, the one that I use is this Lancome. Lancome. And I've used this setting spray and to cover up my hairline, which is gone, is this Magic Touch. Oh, there's three. Okay. So that's my story, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.